This is my most recent journal. I made this cover with a weaving sample, and I'm calling it Time and Journey. But what's a little journal without some embellishments? So today I thought we would work in this journal for a little bit and add some decorations to the inside. This is Linda from Linda's Paperworks, and I'm so glad you stopped by, and I hope you have fun seeing the embellishments that I add to this little journal today. I'm going to start with this page, the inside front cover, and I have a corner pocket that I want to add to that, and then put a tag in it. And I've already, this was something I had already cut a corner off of something, so I just nipped off these corners and rounded the bottom corner, and then put this doily piece in the corner of that. So I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac again. Okay. Just add some glue to the edge. And use my silicone makeup thingamajig spreader. Silicone spreader is what we're going to call it. And spread that just a little bit so it won't glop out. And just put it down in this corner. I don't know, I feel like it needs just that little bit of wallpaper still sticking out below there. And I want it to have just a wee bit of space in there, so it's easier to take things in and out of it. And then I'm gonna use Fabri-Tac on this too, and hopefully it won't flatten out the embossing on this doily piece. This was just something that was floating around, and I thought it looked pretty in that corner, so I just decided to use it. Okay, hopefully that will work. Okay, I may add a butterfly or something to that. This journal started out being more, I don't know, masculine is the right word or not, but maybe so. I don't know. But it's, you know, lace is creeping in. I can't seem to do anything without putting some lace on it. I like the lace. Now, what did I do? Oh, there it is. But this one's going to have, this side is going to have some cheesecloth underneath it. This is where I stamped Journey yesterday, and I decided I'm just going to put it on this inside front cover, inside front page, not cover. And I'm just going to kind of gather that up a little bit, maybe like that. It's a lot of cheesecloth. Maybe that's too much. Oh, probably, but I'm going to do it anyway. It won't stick to my fingers. Just make it gathered up a little bit. And I'm going to use Fabri-Tac on this too, so that it will go through that cheesecloth and stick to the paper behind it, I hope. If not, I'll have to, maybe I'll add some glue on that too, just to make sure it sticks down okay. Just this way. Just a little bit there. Oh, it's sticking to my fingers. Cheesecloth, glue, and sticky fingers. Okay. All right, there we go. For better or for worse, it's down. Okay. This is just a page out of an old novel that I picked up at the library and put gesso over it, watered down gesso, and then I splattered it with gold paint and also with some coffee. It shows up more coffee on that side. But anyway, there is that. I want to make a tag to go in this pocket. And I think this green, I feel like it's a little bit too bright for that. I could spray it with coffee, or I could use some vintage photo, maybe put over the top of it. I don't know how much that would tone it down. I don't know if that's the only piece of that I have. Some of these papers that I use like that come out of scrap packs that I used to get at Walmart. They don't hardly have them anymore. And the price has gone up. I think when I started getting these, they were just under $2. And now they're more like $3.29 or something. Okay, I may sacrifice one of these to, I kind of like the way that one looks. Oh, they look the same. I think it's just the way it was cut. I think I may try out on this one to see. I'm just going to try some vintage photo on there to see if it will tone it. Oops, that's not the right one. There it is. Vintage photo. Tone down the green, the makeup brush. Let's see what happens with this. I think I need a piece of paper to put under it. What's this? Maybe making it too brown, I don't know. Oh, that is kind of avocado. I don't know. I'm not liking that too much. I may just leave it the bright green and maybe put something over top. Like a piece of lace. Lace to the rescue. I'm going to glue that down to the back. This had a wrinkle in it, and I decided I would run it through my Big Shot embossing machine just between the plates. And I sprayed it with water, and then I ran it through to smooth out the wrinkles is what I was trying to do. And what I got was the embossed area from the plates that are so scratched up or cut up from the dies. But it's kind of a cool effect. I kind of like it. But I think I'll go with this side because it would be better to write on that one. Anyway, I'm getting very sidetracked here. Very sidetracked indeed. I think I'm going to glue this paper to this card. Glue paper. Gluing. I don't need to glue the whole thing though because that paper is not as big as this paper. So I'll just stop right there. And I think I like that side. I'll do it. And just put it down like that. Just smooth it out. Oh, I don't think I glued it far enough there. Add a little more. Maybe. Now, I could just fold that around to the front, maybe tear the edge of it and just have that edge on there. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay. Let me cut this off. I can't tell anything till I get it looking a little closer to what I want it to be. crooked edge distracts me. See how it looks in the pocket. Another time I wish I could say, what do you think? Is that good or bad? I think I'm going to go for it. So, now look at that. I had plenty of space, and then I ended up with the corners not being all together. Oh well, I'm going to cut that corner off and probably round the other one, so it'll be okay. I don't know why that's not stuck here. Okay. Sticky edges. Okay. All right. I'm just going to clip the corners and make it a tag that way. And turn it around the opposite way and clip this corner. So they're sort of alike. It always looks different. It looks like this one's bigger to me. Probably is. Slightly. Maybe I'll round the corner because this corner is rounded. Oops, look at that. Confetti. And they'll match somewhat. Okay, I'm back. I stopped the camera for a minute, or a few minutes. What I did is I finished the tag, and I took my smaller punch and cut this out of a piece of scrap wallpaper, and glued it there. This piece that says "Hello There" has been floating around on this desk for weeks, and I decided that would be a fun place to put it. Since it's the inside, you open it up and it says "Hello There." And I put these paper hole reinforcers over the hole. What I did to make it brown is I just used my ink dauber and went over that. And it's not white anymore, which is the desired effect. And then in the top, I put in a piece of jute string, some of that cotton. This cotton yarn that I have that's thick and thin, and a tiny piece of lace that was also floating around on the table, so it's gone now, and just trimmed it. It was longer. I trimmed it shorter because it just looked too ragged, hanging loose up there that way, and I may decide to change this out later too. I don't know. And then the back, I haven't finished. I haven't done anything else back here yet. I don't know. I might put a bit of the paper on the edge, or put another one of these, another punched out wallpaper to go there. But I'm not real crazy about either one of those ideas. I may see if I have a butterfly or something to put back there, or for the time being, just leave it like it is. It really bothers me that it's not glued, but I don't know what to do about it. Anyway, so that's that page finished. And it could have another little tag in the front there, since that space is kind of blank looking. I might cut out one, just a small one to go there, or put something. This matches that too much to go there, but something to stick in there. And then we did this together, the cheesecloth underneath the journey. It's kind of wrinkled looking, but I guess that's okay. And then I think that's all I did while I was off camera. I know it is. What I want to do now is work on this page, and I have I was doing an experiment. I have this set of gears. It's called Favorite Findings. I got it at Walmart. It's similar to some that Tim Holtz has with the gears. This has a few sizes of gears. The clock faces are buttons, and I just took like toenail clippers, the heavy big ones, and just nipped that off. It just cuts right through it real easily. It has that one, and this heart that has gears on it. I was thinking about how these pieces are embossed, and wondering if I could run it through my die cut machine. I used a piece of, actually, I tried it with 2 pieces of this craft foam, and it was really hard to send through there. And I think that it's not necessarily a good idea to do this, because the this one really warped. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's very warped and cracked. The little ones, each one of them has a cracked place on it. I'm not seeing it right now. Maybe that one wasn't one of them. That one has the cracked place there. Let's see that or not. And even the clock is a little bit warped. So it's probably, in this one, really it cracked bad. And you can tell that the plastic kind of, it was very hard to put through there, even when I went to just the one sheet of this. So it's probably not a good idea to do that. But I did get some embossed images on here, which I thought was kind of fun. This was where the clock was, and it just punched it. It was the first, when I had 2 pieces under it, and it just punched the clock out. So I'm setting that aside for future use. And what I did is I glued a piece of tea bag on the back of this, and then that was really opaque looking still, so I used a little bit of this matte medium. I just got this at Walmart. It's Royal Langnickel is the brand, Essentials. And I just put it on there with my finger, just rubbed it around till it looked like it was covered. And when it dried, it's much more transparent. You can almost read the words here. So I'm going to put something behind that. I haven't decided yet what's going behind that. But anyway, that was my experiment. And I'm going to put this page on this page. Get this colored stuff out of the way. And to do that, I'm gonna slide that page out of here, because I think it'd be easier to work on if I don't have it in the book. Just push that back in there. Just set that over there. And what I want to do is put it on so that it opens back. What I plan to do here is to use this lace and put over the edge. And I may put that edge on top. Like, well, no, it's got that perforated spot there. I feel like it needs that to be covered, or I could put it on the other side and just glue it down so it wouldn't be likely to break if I wanted to have that on top. Just have it that way on the edge. Is that what I want? And it's going to be pretty much even with that, and then it would be an extra page here and just kind of a little beginning. And then I'm going to put something on this page that will show through that when I have it all put together. Don't know what that is yet. It may be, it could be a clock face, it could be a stamp. I have a compass stamp that I could put back there, or it could be a word, or a cutout of wallpaper. I haven't decided, so that may not get done today. I may have to think about that. Ponderation. Okay, I'm going to make this a little bit longer than my page just to have it stand up there for the fun of it. And I think I will leave this on top because I kind of like the idea of having that there. And this is a little bit taller than the page, but not too much. So I think I can pretty much just glue that on there, and the whatever excess there is, I can just clip off a little bit if it's not to my liking. One of these days I'm going to wear this piece of junk mail out for gluing. Let's see, does this have a right and a wrong? I think that's the right side. So I'm on the back, so I want to put the wrong side here. And you know what? I've also got that paper glued on there, so anyway, I'm going to do it this way. Just put it out. It's a little bit uneven there. Just put the glue along that edge a little unevenly there. Oh, I want it here too, though. I want it to be where this doesn't fall apart. Here. Okay, hopefully that will do it. Okay. Now, what did I say the right side was? I think it goes like that. I'm just going to press it down with this baby wipe and hopefully pick up that excess glue that comes through the lace. Okay. Oops. Get enough on there, it starts sticking. Okay. Now, this is the right side, I believe. The side I want to be the right side. And maybe right like, I think I'll clip that together with a paper clip to hold it in place while I'm gluing the other edge, because I want these two edges to be even, and then the other two to, the top and bottom to stick up above and below it. Got another one here. I'll just make it very secure. There we go. And see where that comes. Yeah, that comes about where I want it to. And then I'm just going to wrap that around to this side. And I think I'll just run a little bit of this glue. I don't need my paper back. I'm going to run it along the edge of the lace, and then I'm going to put some glue on the paper. Sometimes that lace didn't want to cooperate very well. It wants to move around. Okay, and I'm going to use this glue on here just to give it a little bit of security there. Hopefully I didn't go too far with it. Probably did. And I'm just going to do the fold over trick if I can find a spot that's not too gluey. Just fold it over like that and press it down. Okay. Use this again to get the excess off. Okay. Press that a little bit more to make sure it's lays down flat. That works well there. And then the next page will be there. Okay, we can put it back in the book, I think. Okay. I'm just going to pull that forward and slide that underneath the elastic. And then grab it from this side. Okay. Well, that's kind of weird there, but maybe it'll be all right. Okay. I'm just going to fluff that up a little bit on both sides. Okay, there we go. Now, need to decide what I'm going to put behind there. I don't know yet. I'm going to have to think about that. I might put a corner tuck there. I don't know. And these pages do tend to move around a little bit, so it's not going to be perfect. But anyway, I have one more little pocket I want to put in, and it's the one that I embossed the clock face on. But I don't know yet where I want to put it. I cut it down a little bit. Time is money. I could do that. I could write amounts in those places and put that on there. I might do that. I'm going to think about that. I don't know if that's too corny or not. Could be corny. I'm happy with this. I think this looks kind of strange, but I kind of like it anyway. I use my new alcohol markers to make those, and I'm liking the way the alcohol markers do. They do bleed through the page, though, but other than that, I was pleased with the way they colored that. This is still awfully bright, so I'm going to have to think about what I'm going to do with that page. The back is white, of course, so I think I'm going to hang a charm off of that hole on that page. And some more of my squares. And that's about it. I decided to put this pocket on this page. And then I remembered I had some tickets that I had stamped. And I stamped some more. But this is a Tim Holtz collection. And it's called Ticket Booth, Stampers Anonymous, and it's got, this one also goes down here. Just different kinds of tickets, railway tickets, bus tickets, Market Square Theater, these are theater tickets, and Transportation Company, that one is, I don't know, something else. This is the Green Bus Line. Anyway, this set comes, it didn't come with it. You can buy the dies that go with this to cut out the tickets, which would be a neat thing to have because you could use it with this, or you could just use it to make tickets however you would like to make tickets and put something else on them. But at the time I bought these, I didn't think I needed it, so I didn't buy it. But I did, I kind of just made my own little chart, I guess you might call it. I stamped them all on here, and I wrote what colors he had done them in, and where the cuts were on them, and like this one has the corners with the round cuts, and this one has it on each end, and some of them were scallops or whatever. And I just use my these are zigzag scissors, and I have some that have a more rounded. These are like pinking, and these are more rounded. They're not as sharp points on them. So that's what I use to cut the ends or wherever it's cut. And just, and you know, you can do them however you want to. You don't have to follow their suggestions, but I just thought they had some interesting suggestions, so that's why I did it that way. And I'm using my archival ink in a color called Watering Can. It's just a nice gray, dark gray. So I'm going to stamp one more on this gray paper. This paper is very soft, and it's not working real well with the little scissors, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. And it's not. There we go. And also the stamp can be a little fuzzy, not as, this is a smooth paper, and it gives you a crisper image when you stamp it than this paper, which is almost textured. It's got a soft surface on it. So anyway, that's what I did. I thought I would just cut this one more ticket out and just show you a little bit how I do it. I didn't get that on there the straightest, but I guess it'll be okay. And I'm just going to use these scissors to cut the end and hope for the best. Nope, not going to get the best. No. There we go. These are kind of finicky. They kind of want to go, but they kind of don't. And it may not work at all down here. I don't know. But see, there it went. It went really well across there, and then it just stops down here. It seems like once it stops, it's kind of chewed up or something, and it doesn't want to cut it anymore. So it just kind of chews it off. I just take my scissors and kind of do that. Just kind of give it a look there that might be how it's supposed to be. And then I just trim that off. Oops. So that's how I make the tickets. And then I just take my Distress Oxide Vintage Photo and just age them a little bit. Sometimes I bend a corner and like it's been handled a lot. Don't make it real dark, I don't guess, but just enough to like, it's been around the block a time or two. Somebody saved it and it was in their coat pocket and it got bent over. And sometimes I just go across the back this way to give it a little age too. Or you don't have to. I mean, you can leave them pristine if you want to. This one is one I stamped. I haven't done anything to it, but I'm going to go ahead and make them all old since they're all together in this pocket. And I'm not dipping back into my ink. I'm just using what's on the dauber to give it a little age. Like that. And then I'm going to give it a little bit of that. So they don't look new, which is what we had in mind. We don't want them to look brand new. Okay, I'm going to glue this pocket down in place. I've already, while I was thinking about what I wanted to do, I went ahead and inked the edges of it just to give it a little more dimension. And I'm going to just glue the edge, the bottom edge, and that edge. And I think I'm going to do this so that it doesn't run out everywhere. Makes it a little easier to deal with. Okay. I thought I wanted this to be on this edge, but then I changed my mind and decided I wanted this page to be near this. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I just decided that's what I wanted to do. Okay, there's our pocket. And we have a selection of tickets here. This person that had this book could have been going all kinds of places and doing all kinds of things. So, let's see. I'll just put them in here. It doesn't really matter how they go in. I like to put the short ones in front, maybe the tall ones behind like that. So that looks cute, I think. I like that. Anyway, that's, I think that's going to be it for today. I have some other ideas of things I want to do for this book. And I'll be back to show you what else I'm doing. I appreciate you coming by and thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope to see you next time. Bye.